Hello everyone, I am back to do a Celtic cross reading, and we're going to call this Celtic cross reading, Will My Person Return? As you know, I don't really like to use people's names on the channel, but somebody requested a reading from me, and I'm going to do a little reading on it. Now the only thing is with the Celtic cross is the cards that will have to be shown the whole time. But I will interpret them as I see. So I'm going to put the system down for you to see this. All right. We're going to use the Wizard's Tarot for this reading. Okay, energy of this reading here is the Devil card. So that's quite an interesting energy. I'm trying to make the screen a little darker. Doesn't seem to want to play with me today. All right, we'll just go with it. Let's just see if we can get the picture up. There we go, Devil energy coming out. So when the Devil energy comes out, this can sometimes mean anything from ego, codependency, addiction, being too focused on outcomes, everything to extremes with the Devil energy. Could be that you're dealing with a Capricorn, so don't discount that. Could be that you're a Capricorn and this is an open reading, so it could be that. But when the energy comes through from the Devil energy, there is a feeling here that you may either be too focused on an outcome here, or this is becoming obsessive, some sort of obsessive energy that you're feeling. So just remember, if you're waiting for someone to return, that you have to take your energy off the person and itself invest. It's so important here. All right. Now, I just want to make sure as best as we can keep the cards in the view. I can't quite get them in, but I'll make sure I read them really clearly for you. This is what is happening and where you are at the moment. So we definitely have this energy of the Queen of Wands coming through. That screen is driving me mad. Either it's too dark or too bright. Let's just see. No, it's just not going to dip. Oh, there it is. Beautiful. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands coming through. So for many of you, you're feeling mighty fine at this time. This is about you feeling like you're in your element, you're feeling attractive, you're feeling really on top of things here. You may be doing very well in your work, you may be feeling completely ready for someone to come into your life. You may have been doing a lot of self-work here, but you are certainly vibrating at a very high level, and you are feeling ready. That's what I want to say more than anything. It's like I'm ready for whatever you bring my way. What is blocking you here? It's the Knight of Wands. So the block card, the card over, can be the challenge, or it can be what's helping you move forward. It's not always a block. Sometimes it can be a challenge. Sometimes it can be something that will help you move forward. Now the Knight of Wands is very much about passion, and we've already got two Wands cards here. So I feel that for the people I'm speaking to, there's a lot of passionate energy here. And I feel this is what's helping you move forward, but I don't think your passionate energy is just around the person you're dealing with. I feel like you've got a passion for life at the moment. This is very much this energy of finding your own passion, finding out what lights your fire, finding what makes you feel good about yourself. And that seems to be what's happening here. Now, the energy around you at the moment is the Eight of Swords. So you are in a little bit of the trapped energy with that devil energy coming through here. So there is a little bit of entrapment here with the Eight of Swords. This can be the energy of, well, it's being trapped in your own head. It's very much the card of overanalysis, paralysis. It's like being stuck in your mental thinking, but being bound by the way you're feeling and thinking about things. So there's a lot of you out there that are really stuck in your heads at the moment. And you're being asked here with this Knight of Wands to remember your passion, to remember what's driving you. Focus on other areas in your life that help you to move forward passionately. The grounding card here is the Five of Wands. So there's definitely this energy of overthinking, over-analyzing, getting stuck in your own thoughts, getting stuck in a thinking pattern here. The Five of Wands is a card that I always see as the should I, shouldn't I card. Will I, won't I, do I, don't I, that sort of energy here. So maybe you're going through some sort of contemplation at the moment. Maybe for some of you it's thinking about contacting someone, getting on the phone, sending them a message, seeing how they're doing. But maybe something here is holding you back from doing that, because something is binding you up. And maybe this is your own thoughts and feelings, because when this card comes through, it's questioning yourself. So you obviously have an opportunity to do this, but you're holding yourself back with your own fears and your own thinking. So past energy here is the Two of Pentacles. So there seems to have been some sort of decision made here. And it could have been that you were making a decision to move away from something, to bring balance back into your life. So maybe with this devil energy, you were feeling some sort of toxicity, some sort of overinvestment, and trying to put too much into something that wasn't really serving you, because there seems to have been some sort of decision here to move away from something. The Two of Pentacles can often mean a head over heart decision. So maybe you had great love for someone, but you realized that you had to move away from them for some reason because it was taxing your energy. All right, future card here is the Nine of Wands. There is a real fear here of repeating a pattern. There is a real fear here of worrying about codependency. This has been probably what has pushed you into moving away from something. But if somebody else moved away from you or made a decision to move away from you, it could be because they were thinking only of themselves. Maybe they were a bit stuck in their own energies. This person could have had things they hadn't told you about. For example, addictions, obsessions. This is really interesting. All right, so we have the Death card coming through here. There seems to be some sort of transformation required here. There seems to be some sort of transformation of where you're thinking, how you're thinking at this time. Because you're really stuck in this overthinking energy, trying to predict an outcome, trying to envision the future. But you're putting yourself through a lot of pain here with this Nine of Wands. So maybe you're going backwards and forwards here, especially with this card. You know, do I wait? Do I move on? Will they be back? Will they not be back? And I feel this is the energy you're stuck in at the moment. But it's creating a great deal of pain for you here with this Nine of Wands, because you're going round in cycles with it, or circles with it. There's this energy of just keep beating yourself up about the same decisions and the same problems. But yet, you are coming up as this very self-focused, beautiful energy here. And I feel like the universe is saying you need to use this passion to move forward, instead of being stuck on what is the outcome, what will happen, what if. Because I feel like you've got yourself in a bind here. So maybe with the Queen of Wands, you need to focus more on your practical energies. All right, let's just keep going. I have the Ten of Swords coming through here. So there's some sort of energy of change happening here, and I feel like it's got to do with some sort of transformation you're going through. There's very much this energy of having to change a way you're doing things. It's very tower-like. There's a tower energy here. There is this energy of having to, yeah, stubborn energy, not letting go. Okay, Strength card coming through here, look. So we have the Devil energy. We have this stubbornness here of you hanging on to something. This is not letting go of something to allow growth with the Strength card. You're not growing because you're stuck where you are. And the idea of this situation was to move you into growth, and to move you into expanding. So something's got to change here because you're staying stuck in this energy. You're staying stuck at the end of a cycle. You're not allowing this cycle to finish out. Oh, very interesting. All right, so we have the High Priestess coming through here. The High Priestess says to me, you have to trust yourself. You have to trust your intuition. You can't force here. You can't force an outcome. You're stuck in this energy of trying to force an outcome because you feel you're ready here with this Queen of Wands. And now that you feel like you're ready, and you may have done your healing, it's sort of that energy of when's it going to happen? What's happening here? Okay, and the universe is saying with the Four of Swords, it's not complete. This cycle has not yet completed. You still have to work through this energy here. All right, I'm going to lay it over here. We'll do a double Celtic cross here. Okay, should you heed the advice? We have the Page of Swords coming through with the Ten of Wands covering. So if you were to heed the advice of the Celtic cross and allow the outcome to go, allow the energy of the first lay to release, then you would be able to complete something. But at the moment, this is becoming a block for you because you're not allowing this cycle to complete. There is something you need to cut free here. There is something you need to release in order to complete this energy. For some unknown reason, you're stuck. You're stuck not being able to release this past energy. And because of that, it's keeping you trapped in this cycle. Let's get some more information. All right, so we have here the Eight of Wands over the Eight of Swords, which is very interesting. So there's something here that definitely needs to be released. The Eight of Wands talks about things moving very quickly. It's about messages going backwards and forwards. But I feel like in the past you've been reluctant to make contact, or reluctant to make the first move, or reluctant to get communication going. It's like I always say, what is the harm in asking? What is the harm in putting yourself out there and asking? Or asking a question, or speaking? But we all live in fear. This is fear of rejection. Rejection isn't really fair because it's not about somebody rejecting you. That's taking the responsibility onto us. If somebody doesn't want you, that's their choice, not yours. That doesn't mean you've been rejected. It means somebody is not choosing you. But I feel like some sort of communication is going to come forward if you just dare to close out a cycle here. Okay, over the Two of Pentacles, I have the Queen of Swords. There you go. The decision here is to cut something loose, to cut something free, to speak up, to speak out, to say your piece. That is the decision you're going to need to make. To unstick yourself. Over the Five of Wands, I have the Knight of Cups. So there is communication coming in here once you release. So once you've released the energy and you don't expect an outcome, or you've let go of something, somebody is coming in here to offer their cup. But you've got to let go of this energy. Somehow this energy is holding you back. This energy of overthinking, overanalyzing, the wondering, the questioning is holding you back here. All right, over the Nine, oh, look at this, Two of Wands. Over the Nine of Wands. So there's this energy of choosing a new path here. Not continuing here to go through the Nine of Pentacles energy, but choosing a new direction. So somehow or another you've got to close out something, let something go and choose a new direction in order to manifest what you want here. This is completely releasing something and allowing it to go. Choosing a new direction, moving in a new direction will open up a path for you here. Over the Death card, we have the Ace of Wands. So that says it all. Allowing something to go, to die off, will bring in a brand new start. Over the Ten of Swords, we have the Six of Cups. So this is an ending that brings back the past here. But you've got to let it die. You've got to let it go completely. You can't hang on to it here, because all the time you're hanging on, you're not allowing it to regrow, to regerminate. The High Priestess. Oh, wow, look at this. You've got to trust that this is in your future here. If you're dealing with a twin flame, your twin flame is in your future here. But you've got to trust the universe. Because I feel like this is fear. This is you not trusting. Not trusting that the universe can bring you what you want. And that is so clear. Trust your intuition to bring in what you want here. Outcome here, Four of Swords with the Seven of Cups. I'm going to just clarify that with another card. Yep, there's the end of the cycle. Let go of the illusion. Spend the time investing, meditating, going inside. Letting go of some sort of illusion here that hanging on to something will bring you what you want instead of releasing it. It's that whole thing, isn't it? If you love something, let it go. If it returns to you, it was yours to begin with. But you have to close out this cycle. And this is the trick. This is the answer here. Seven of Swords. You're tricking yourself. You're tricking yourself here. You've got yourself caught up in some sort of illusion here. The love is already here. This is already being manifested. But you've tricked yourself here into believing something is the way it is. Do you have a mindset that if you let go of something, it won't come back? Do you have the mindset of you need to hang on to things all the time, that you need to control? Because I feel like here, this is like self-deceit, I was going to say, but it's self-defeat as well. This energy of trying to control this, having the illusion that if you control it, it will be right, it will happen. But actually it's the complete opposite. The love is already here. And it's about letting go and allowing rather than trying to control an outcome. Somebody will come in once the cycle is closed. As long as you trust here with your intuition that the universe is working on your behalf. All right, I'll leave you with that. Thanks for joining me.